Nobody saw this coming. 1 second she was fighting. The next, she was unleashed. It was almost like she had a beast living within her. This is Dakota Ditcheva, and boy, does she like to strike. But this isn't just power. She doesn't just throw punches, she picks targets. And by the time her opponent realizes what's coming, they're already on the canvas. But how did we get here? How did this girl from Manchester, who once walked into a gym as a kid just trying to find herself, become one of the most feared names in MMA? Long before the lights, the cages, and the brutal knockouts, Dakota Ditcheva was just a girl raised in the shadow of greatness. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, wasn't just a former world champion, she was a Muay Thai legend. Dakota was born into a legacy of bruises and belts. But you know what legacy doesn't guarantee? Respect. Dakota didn't want to just follow in her mother's footsteps. She wanted to tear through them, to build her own name, one punch at a time. While other teenagers were experimenting with TikTok filters, Dakota was in Thailand, feeding fists to national champions twice her age. From day one, she was obsessed. Not with fame, not with glory, with control. The control of knowing that in a world full of chaos, she could be the storm. Her coaches saw it early. The way she moved, the way she listened. Dakota wasn't just there to learn, she was there to conquer. But nothing, not the Muay Thai world titles, not the knockout wins, could have prepared the world for what Dakota would become in MMA. The moment she stepped into the PFL cage, it was like watching a lioness dropped into an open field of prey. Nobody expected the brutality that was about to follow.
She's in trouble. That's the end. She's in big trouble. Potentially, she's hammering away. Referee was looking.
She didn't just win, she dominated. Multiple national titles, perfect records. Fight after fight, people started whispering her name, but they still saw her as the daughter of a legend, not a legend in the making. And that pissed her off. Turning pro didn't silence the doubts. In fact, it cranked up the pressure. Can she handle real competition? She's just hype. Let's see how she does when she gets hit. Every punch she threw carried 2 targets, her opponent's chin, and the doubt echoing in people's voices. And for a while, she was flawless. Clean fights, sharp finishes, eyes locked, never rattled. But then came the critics again. She's too pretty to be dangerous. She's protected. She hasn't really been tested yet. And maybe they were right. Maybe she hadn't been pushed deep enough into the fire. Maybe we hadn't seen the monster behind the calm. But before she became the PFL's poster girl, before she was cashing million-dollar checks, Dakota Ditcheva lost. And it wasn't just a loss, it was a lesson delivered with pain. March 25th, Greater Manchester, a packed arena. The home crowd was chanting her name like she was royalty. Her opponent, Amy Perney, Scottish Fury in a 5'3" frame. Everyone thought Dakota would crush her. Even Perney's own fans quietly hoped she wouldn't get hurt. They were wrong. From the opening bell, Perney came out like she had a personal vendetta.
We'll see. Kicks hard, Perney, I've seen.
It might have a struggle for range for Perney.
Another big knee, good sweep from Perney.
Dakota couldn't find her range. Her elegant front kicks missed. Her combinations stalled. Perney was in her face.
Ditcheva. Extra strength, isn't he, with Perney?
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it in there, especially.
Big scoring knees going in from Perney. Muscles are down.
By round 3, Dakota's corner, led by her mother, was shouting advice like fire alarms. But Perney wouldn't back off. She cut off angles, pounded the body, and swept Dakota 4 or 5 times. It was chaos.
That was a nice body shot.
Good.
And I think left up, good kick. That was nice too. For the big body kick scores from Perney. Again scores. Nice body kick there from Ditcheva, so good flexibility as she just turns the hip up.
And by the time Dakota rallied, dropping Perney with a right hand in the 4th, it was too late. The judges handed Perney the win. For Dakota, it was devastating. For her legacy, it was necessary. But you don't just lose a fight like that and move on. Dakota vanished from Muay Thai soon after. She turned to mixed martial arts, not to escape, but to evolve. Grappling, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. She didn't just add these tools, she mastered them. She returned as something else, a hybrid. By 2021, she turned pro. In her debut match against Jenny Line, she walked through her opponent like a blade through fabric.
Background now,
And
the
again.
elbows going in here.
Oh,
I think Jenny's
oh
about.
wow. She's in a
I
bit
thought
of bother.
she was done, but she did great to
fighting.
get back there.
I can see a knee. Oh, you heard that.
Jenny trying to cut,
And again.
cut off.
She's gone down.
Dakota drags her to the floor. Jenny's managed to grab half guard. Let's see what technical ability here on the floor.
Elbows, knees, and that signature Thai style control.
To ride this out.
She loves them elbows, Dakota.
Yeah, like I say, the Thai background, she'll be used to throwing elbows. She wound up with that. I thought she was going to throw an elbow.
I did.
Oh,
spinning
back
elbow.
Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She drops.
It's a masterclass. An
that's
absolute
great.
masterclass.
Each fight after that, shorter, more violent. And soon, everyone realized Dakota wasn't just back, she was different. Her record ballooned. Promotions called, fighters pulled out, and still, the MMA world hesitated until the PFL called. Dakota entered the 2023 PFL Europe Grand Prix like a lioness let loose in a petting zoo. One by one, they fell. Valentina Skitizzi crumpled under knees so brutal the doctor called it.
Straight was clean. Beautiful from Dakota. Beautiful punch. This could be it, guys. But that's the
Cornelia Holm mauled in the clinch and folded in the third.
put away.
Hasna Gaber knocked out in under 30 seconds with a single front kick to the solar plexus.
Jaber's looking out of her element here. She's hurt to the body. That's it.
Catherine Corrigines sent home with a fractured jaw and a shattered confidence.
Big shot and a right hand. Dakota Ditcheva, right hand.
She blew kisses before fights, walked out to pop music, and left her opponents begging for mercy. By the time she stood across from Taila Santos in the $1 million finale, nobody called her overrated anymore. They called her dangerous. Before Santos, though, came Gina Bishop.
A little sprinkle by TKO or KO. I will tell you, the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable.
Beautiful knee.
In the semifinals, Bishop came in confident, smirking, taunting. Dakota didn't flinch.
Immediately on the attack. Bishop in trouble. And that does it. First round finish. And Dakota Ditcheva silences the doubter.
One round, one exorcism, one more lesson. Dakota wasn't here to play defense. She was here to burn everything down. But Dakota wasn't done. There was still one more stage, one more giant to slay. $1 million on the line. Taila Santos stood across from Dakota Ditcheva, not just as an opponent, but as a threshold. If Dakota wins, she proves she belongs among the best in the world. If she loses, the whispers return. Taila wasn't just another name on a win streak. She was a former UFC title challenger, and she had one goal: humble the pretty girl with pink gloves. Taila came out aggressive, chopping leg kicks, faking shots, looking to drag Dakota into deep waters.
Again, Santos has to be very careful about reaching down.
She's already got fighting on the feints.
That was a nice right hand.
Goes a frame with the hand. Santos is trying to get that body lock. She's got double underhooks, but can she keep a hold of it? Dakota trying to use that knee to get some space between the hips. As soon as Santos closes those hips down, the outside reaps start, and she's excellent with that technique.
This is a very important moment for Taila Santos because that right hand hurt her. She was blinking. Now has an opportunity with these double underhooks to get Dakota Ditcheva to the ground.
Nice job by Ditcheva to turn it around on her. Twisting body lock, put Santos on the bottom.
Training with all those larger.
But Dakota had seen this movie before. She glided around the cage, measuring, calculating.
Every time Dakota pulls that lead leg out of the way, she starts to
There's an elbow.
pressure immediately, straight away with the elbow there, Randy, yes. Back on the takedown defense here. Santos now going low. She's going to try for that reap on that leg if she gets that body lock again. Head position, paying dividends to Santos.
Keep touching her. Right down.
Red corner, Aaron Aby. Cody Conan Silveira.
Control your breathing. Yes, good knee there.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook.
Nice takedown.
Immediately back to the feet. Dakota Ditcheva not capitulating on that takedown from Tyler Santos.
Then, like a predator sensing the end, Dakota went in for the kill. She pinned Tyla against the cage, one hand clinched, the other delivering surgical violence.
That one hurt Tyler Santos.
Digging deep for sure.
Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a champion.
And just like that, it was over. This wasn't just a win. This was domination. 14-0, undefeated, $1 million richer, and still, no one could quite believe what they'd seen. Because Dakota didn't just beat Tyla Santos. She sent a message to every fighter in the world. I'm not just pretty, I'm a problem. From Muay Thai prodigy to MMA phenom, from the pain of that one loss to the precision of 14 finishes, Dakota Ditcheva isn't here to participate. She's here to change the game. She's not just building a resume, she's building a reign. And with the way she's tearing through the PFL, UFC champions might want to watch their backs. Because the next time Dakota Ditcheva steps into the cage, it might not just be for a belt, it might be for the crown. So now we ask you, after what she did to Tyla, after walking through Perny-style pressure and grappling monsters like Bishop, is there anyone left who can stop Dakota Ditcheva? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think she should go to the UFC? Who could give her the real war? And if you want to see more of this violence wrapped in elegance, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Because one thing is clear, nobody expected this from Dakota Ditcheva, but now nobody can stop her.